Howdy do, folks. Here's the old mountain man talking at you from the backside of this here lake in the hills of Arkansas. Today is number 4 in a series of survival videos, and this one is going to be on the subject of toxic and poisonous creatures in nature, and how to or how not to have to deal with them. Now, I have a story to tell you, and it is a good one, and it is completely 100% true, about one of my cousins in Oklahoma that got bit by a fiddleback spider. I'm not going to go into any graphic detail. The fiddlebacks, their official or scientific name or whatever is the brown recluse. And you can look up brown recluse bites here on YouTube if you have a strong enough stomach. And snake bites as well. A lot of you already know about this, but some people don't consider it. And this is for those people that don't consider it. And you can take my advice in one of the other videos and about taking care of these little critters and keeping them out of your camp and your house and all. But let's get on with the story about my cousin and the fiddleback / brown recluse bite. My cousin Angie, she was asleep one night and she got herself a spider bite on her upper arm. I can't remember if it was a shoulder or bicep. But she got bit, and she waited till morning. She didn't wait too long, but she waited till morning. She kind of toughed out the pain and waited till morning. And next morning, she showed Aunt Jan that bite, and Aunt Jan says, "You need to get to the doctor. That's a fiddleback bite." Well, Angie went to the doctor, and her doctor was a female, a very logical-minded female, I might add. Some doctors try to treat spider bites with antibiotics. Antibiotics are going to do no good against poison. It'll keep the infection out. Against the brown recluse bite, it's not going to stop that flesh from rotting out. Takes more than that. And Angie, I do believe, was on antibiotics as well, but that doctor did something very unique. She gave localized injections around that spider bite on her arm, on Angie's arm. And those localized steroid injections toughened up the flesh, hardened it up to where that venom could not rot away the flesh. And those injections were kept up until that spider bite was healed. Until that venom lost its effectiveness. And I've not got the whole take on it, on the whole treatment. But doctors really need to be knowing about this kind of thing. And if you know a medical professional, have them watch this video. Give them this information, if nothing else. It'll make sense to them once you mention it. Yeah, it's a topic that it's pretty much like the parasites video that I shot. You know, parasites, what's eating you? Yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, you don't really want to think about, but you have to. And if you're going to be out in the woods, you got to. One of the most effective things for your yard, your home, here in the present day is the Eliminator tick granules. They don't just kill ticks, they kill a whole lot of stuff. And I don't like poisons any more than the next person. that loves nature, and it is a devastating poison. The eliminator poisons. I happen to have some back here just to show you what it looks like. And and it's got a, oh crap, I hate that mirrored effect of this thing. But yeah, I spread those things around around my folks' house and out here, and I treat ant mounds. I try not to use it too much. Hell, I've got a certain type of funnel web spider living in my house. I let them live there. Why? Because they eat bugs. Got one in my bedroom. Up in the corner, got a piece of PVC pipe laid up, standing up catty corner in the corner there. This big old funnel shaped web coming right down into that pipe. Yeah, those funnel web spiders, they're alright as long as you leave them alone. But, you know, to finish off the thing about Angie, she healed up fine with a minimal loss of tissue. It was pretty good, pretty dang good doctor. Yeah, shoot, if you got a good doctor, thank God for that. Oh, but there's so many things out in nature that we've had imported into our country by way of shipping crates, and hell, even on the winds of hurricanes, we've had them blow into our country, and that can't be helped. Those silent little hitchhikers on the wind and shipping crates and what have you. Yeah, I have personally cataloged in this brain of mine about 30 different insects that are not native to North America that are just prolific out here. And if you think it's just confined to ticks and chiggers, got some sad news for you. You know, ticks, chiggers, fleas, ants, stuff like that. Some of those are pretty well benign, but the tick, and this is for my brother Romeo Delta 1178. I think that's his YouTube name. Let me check this out. I want to make sure, because I don't want to get anything wrong. I like being right. Let me check them comments. Lyme disease, anyway. I guarantee you, Romeo Delta 1178, he suffers from Lyme disease. Oh my God, I really had no idea. Never knew anybody that had Lyme disease until I viewed his videos, and I looked at it after I seen the way he suffered. Oh man, I had to investigate this, and it can be deadly. Now, Lyme disease is also commonly known amongst us old country folk as tick fever. And you can get it from those bites, tick bite. Get that tick off of you within 24 hours. As soon as possible. If you have to have somebody look you over for tick bites, then do it. Hello, bear. What you doing, buddy? Okay, yeah. He's my pal. Ooh. Can't ignore my pup. Not for anything in the world. Hey, what you doing there, bub? What you doing there, buddy? Yeah. Sometimes you get aggravating, and I say, go way down, you knothead. At any rate, folks, getting back to the subject, Lyme disease, or also known as tick fever, it can be deadly. It can affect the brain, the neurological functions of the brain. It's a terrible thing. It's devastating. let's see here. I'm gonna click on Romeo Delta 1178's username here and go to his channel. Let's see. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Damn it. Bicillin Injection number 22. According to Romeo Delta 1178, those Bicillin shots feel like having a brick of lead in your ass. Pardon the language. Please. Yeah. Had a rough day, but not as rough as Romeo Delta 1178. He's had a rough time out with this damn Lyme disease. Now, if you get bit by a tick, it's best to get them off of it. It's best not to even get them on you. And there are a boatload of suggestions, everything from pantyhose around your pants legs, you know, taking pantyhose and splitting them open because the ticks get their legs caught in it. But if that fabric that those hoses are made out of is stretched too far, those ticks' legs are not gonna get caught in those hoses, in that fabric. I suggest, if you have boots, high top boots, such as combat boots, jungle boots, what have you, you blouse them. You tuck that pant leg in and you kind of bring that cuff out, fold it over and hold it down. Tape it if you have to. Put it inside that boot. Duct tape that around there to keep those ticks from going up your pant leg. And then secure that boot. Lace it up. And getting this stuff done to prevent these ticks from getting up your pants legs. If you're wearing tennis shoes, take some duct tape. Put it around the cuff of your, take about the duct tape's normally about that wide. Place it about so far in the center. Center it as good as you can. Fold that over there. Bring the pant leg up so you'll have some room in the leg. Your pant leg will be kind of puffed out there a little bit. That's alright. You're trying to prevent these parasites, these ticks, from getting up your pant leg. And 9 times out of 10, a tick bite is not going to infect you with Lyme disease, but you can't take that chance. I guarantee you, you don't want that disease. And if you look in depth, Lyme disease has been weaponized. Kind of brings up a conspiracy theory, doesn't it? How could a disease be weaponized? Well, just ask my brother there. I think he'll tell you. And he's watched videos on it. If you take a look at his likes and view history, let me see what he's got in his feed here. I visit this page quite often to see if I visit this channel a lot to see just if he's got another upload, because I enjoy his uploads. I enjoy his material, all except for the shots and the bad days. And he's got a video called A Bad Day, when he's really hurting, he's barely able to walk. God, I've been investigating Lyme disease, and herbal medicine, and I've been formulating and trying this stuff. But to do it, I would have to infect myself with Lyme disease. I'm just not willing to take that risk right now. I gotta do the book work first. And if I could meet face to face with my brother there, and we're brothers in spirit, not by blood. But if I could pick my brother, my birth brother, Romeo Delta 1178, yeah, brother, you be it. You would be it. Knife fighter, soldier, hey, God, we got some things in common there. Let's see here. Scrolling down through here, weapons videos. Hit the like button on my video on the parasites. And survival topic number 1, fire and food. Cool. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the likes. Spread the word. I want to thank my new subscribers too as well here. I'm just thinking about those likes and comments and such. And that's what helps get the word out there. And who knows, might increase my business selling the ferro rods. Got a new shipment of ferro rods in just here the other day. 25 of them. Be right back. There they are. Now, whenever I ship them out, they're not like this. They're like this. I kind of modify them a little bit. They come with a cheap little clip. I'm sorry, folks, to be doing this promotion or advertisement, but they come with this cheap little clip, and it's not very stout. So I just pull it loose and get rid of it, and tie a slip knot or fisherman's knot in there. I burn that in and press it down. But now that that's all out of the way, I got 25 more of them. I got a bunch of them in the house in a lockbox, and I have to lock my door all the time to keep people from going in there and stealing stuff. Damn thieves. I'd like to give them tick fever. No, not really. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I don't know. 2 or 3 people come to mind that I wouldn't mind. My bad side's peeking out. Can you tell? But anyway, you can do YouTube search on weaponized Lyme disease, and it's just one of the things. I said it was going to be about poisonous insects and other animals, poisonous insects and animals, and I got off into Lyme disease, but I felt I had to. And this video is going to be a long one. And I can't, because I keep getting off the subject. And I'm not a real fast talker, like some of them. But check out those videos on Lyme disease on Romeo Delta 1178's channel, and show him some support, because every good word helps. Even a word, even in typewritten form, it helps. Honestly, some days in the comments, if I'm having a bad day, I go back and I'll read those comments over again. But snake bites is another thing. chances are, if you don't get medical attention with a snake bite, well, we all know about those, I do believe. And some graphic images are going through my head of snake bite videos I've seen here, and I've seen this stuff in person. And folks, I have also seen people sit and talk, well, my cousin got bit by a snake, he didn't nothing happen to him. I said, well, that was a dry bite. In case you're wondering what a dry bite is, the snake goes hunting, bites its food, swallows its food. The snakes, no matter the size, cannot control their poison. That's another myth, that little bitty snakes inject all of their poison into somebody that's disturbed them bad enough. Wrong. How much poison could an itty bitty snakehead hold? Not much. It's concentrated. It's concentrated to bring down prey bigger than they are, because their jaws open up extra wide. They can unhinge that jaw. No, I can't unhinge my jaw. No, I'm not a reptilian. That's just a defect in the structure of my jaw. Double jointed or some damn thing. But at any rate, those, little bitty snakes have concentrated poison, and no snake can control the amount of poison. There's no dial or setting or button or shut off capability for that poison. I've heard stories about folks getting bit by a 6-foot timber rattler and nothing happened. They suffered no ill effects because that animal had just bit a rabbit and fed on that rabbit. Dry bites. It's a real thing, and it's not real common. But if you're unlucky enough to get bitten, but blessed enough not to have any ill effects, that's the reason why. If it's a poisonous snake. Oh, I could go on and on and on. I set this thing for about 2 hours to record, but I really can't stress enough. Be very careful about logs and piles of leaves, pieces of tin, whatever. Things you can use to keep bugs away. Any kind of mint oil, peppermint oil, clove oil, these strong smelling oils that you can get in an 8-ounce bottle or whatever. You can mix them with water. You can dilute them just a little, maybe 25%, dilute them 25%, 75%. Say you got 3 tablespoons of oil to 25% water, to 1 tablespoon of water, or maybe even half and half. Myself, if I could afford something like a gallon of it, I'd get a gallon of it, and I just put it in a pump spray bottle. If I were you, I'd go through my house and wherever, and I do use certain biologically safe repellents to keep certain critters out of my house, and I spread around mothballs, and I throw things. I put some of those tick crystals under the house, and I've not put any under there this summer because Little Bear has taken to crawling under the house, and those tick granules will definitely mess up an animal. It'll affect their muscular system, their central nervous system, and you don't want that happening to your beloved pet. Now, Little Bear, he's more than a pet. He's He's my boy. I can't have that happening. Had him since he was just a little bitty thing. Well, but that's another video. Well, folks, it's running up on 25 minutes, and I'm hoping to God that YouTube gives me a decent upload time on this, because it's a tough chore just, sitting and waiting or trying to find something to do, and then coming back out and looking and going back in and wandering around. Just, I do appreciate those short upload times. But anything you can do to keep the pests, and there's some people out there that they'll do anything. They'll use poisons or what have you. And I don't blame you. You got kids, you got family and friends. You want people over to, hang out with you, and you don't want them being plagued by these creatures. And we all live in nature. Like I said before, whether you're in the city or not, you're surrounded by nature. Doesn't really matter now, does it? Well, I guess I let this video drag on long enough. I'll put it in the video description about the certain oils and things that you can use. My suggestions and tips that were not in this video. Things that might come to mind. And for now, this here's the old mountain man reminding you, please be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Try to be decent to folks if they'll let you. There's some out there that just live in misery, and they just revel in it and roll in it. Watch out for those wolves in sheep's clothing that'll try to deceive you, shortchange you, stab you in the back, screw you over, and whatever else. And try to put it, try to do as much good in the world as you can, because the more good you do, the better it'll be. And this here's the old mountain man saying adios for now. Y'all take care. Adios.